Cloud. All
What
right.
up, guys?
Cool.
Live.
What's up, Fernie? Dontrell?
What's up, guys?
Yo, so I was thinking actually for this one today, we could actually record the whole entire thing. I have a recording right now. And for Friday e-commerce SEO breakdown, Don, me and you, we were talking about those electric surfboards earlier. I was thinking,
Super cool, taking over the world, man.
we
Been
jumped
wanting
in
to get
there.
one.
They're super expensive, so watch out. But so
You're saying I can't afford it?
I mean, I'm just saying, man. Like, let's take a look. I say we take a look at this industry. Kind of just see
Electric
what
surfboards?
Google. Yeah,
All right,
because
cool.
they seem like a good target. Though they're expensive surfboards, so like they probably make a lot of money per client. And I was looking into some of the search volumes. It was pretty high. It kind of fits like a good category for us to cover on our SEO assessment e-commerce Fridays.
Definitely. Let's get some screen share in here. Let's break this bad boy down.
All right, let's take a look. So you're saying electric surfboards?
Yeah.
Cool. Electric surfboards. All right, so we got a little product ads here. That's cool. So let's see.
5,000 searches a month.
Actually, almost 6.
Yeah.
Just a cool little thing, actually. Ahrefs, the SEO tool we're using, they also show you how many clicks these keywords get, because sometimes people might actually click on a page and then they come back to a different listing. So one keyword, they can't count it as a one search, but they actually connect several people who are going into the listings.
That's awesome.
All right, Bernie, so what do we want to look at here?
Okay, so right there, I mean, past the ads, right? All those people are paying. I mean, it says their cost per click 60 cents, which I highly doubt. I feel like it's more expensive.
I know,
than that,
right?
But let's just go with one of those. Let's go with, like, what's that called? On Ian?
Ocean? Damn, that's a good domain. Rad in. Okay, cool.
Rad
So
in.
let's take a look at how many keywords they're ranking.
Well, first, guys, how about we go ahead and pop electric surfboard into Ahrefs and just see if we can get any more valuable keywords, maybe a more valuable one, if anything, that people are searching
cool.
by.
I like that.
I like that.
We'll do a little keyword research, electric surfboard. Okay.
See, the cost per click is instantly higher already on Ahrefs over here.
Actually, something I like to do is when I look at new industry, just look at all the keywords together ranking. So it looks like there's 458 different combinations. Electric hydrofoil surfboard. That one's 450 searches a month.
Very niche.
Niche, yeah.
So
electric
interesting
surfboard stuff, the umbrella.
Electric surfboard. E-foil. You guys think that's a brand or that's a?
I think that could be a brand. Sounds like it would be a brand.
E-foil, yes.
Lift e-foil.
All right. So quite a few combinations. That has some good stuff. So let's see how many. What's the search one for best? You know how these best keywords are usually the ones that convert at the highest rates. Do we have some best? Let's see.
Just click include and put best.
Best. Oh, right here. We got a whole list of 30 keywords. Let's see those.
Yeah, e-foils is like the name for electric surfboards.
All right, not that many. So why don't we put a quick note on total search volume, 9,100 searches. So that's pretty good.
With one keyword being 5.8, so really main target being that massive.
That's the heavy hitter right here. Yeah. Cool. So what's next? What do you want to take a look?
Well, so like what I was thinking when I was like looking at this earlier, kind of like finding what industry we should cover today. What I saw is that since they get a lot of search volume, which is super good, and they go for pretty expensive, I think maybe like doing some of that revenue projector, the one you have opened up over there, would be cool, because I mean, those people on page 1, position 1 are definitely murdering it. And you know, you would think the people on page 1, position 9 or 8 are doing good. I'm sure they are, but just jumping up those couple positions, like the massive difference it makes in their sales when it comes to like e-commerce, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I actually already plugged it in the background while we were talking the electric surfboard. So what was our what are our variables here that we're controlling? So electric server, obviously the keyword. What was the total? What was the search warrant?
5,800.
5.8.
5,800. Oh, cool. Okay. So 5,800 searches a month. Okay. And wait, I don't have the price yet. What's the average price per on these bad boys?
So yeah,
I know I was on this side, they're pretty expensive.
I think the cheapest one was like 7K.
7K? All right, that's, and
see, Don.
can I
Don
get a loan on that one?
Yeah.
Can I get it financed?
I was gonna say Don really might get. We're talking about it at lunch today. Don really might get him one of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can see you in one.
Please let me know when you do. I'd like to hang out. All right, cool. So let's see what this little table gives us. So, Fernie, can you explain this in a couple of words? I like how you break down somewhat complex things in
For sure.
words.
So that's like what we're looking at here, and since we're recording this, it's gonna end up on YouTube or somewhere. So if you're watching this, hey, what we're looking at here is we're looking at the keyword, the amount of times people search the search term, right? The average lifetime value of the respective business client. And then that 2% conversion rate is industry average for all e-commerce. The lowest conversion rate is 2%, right? So
well,
I'm sure
it could be lower in some.
It could be
cases,
lower, but the average, right?
Like a broad average is 2%.
Mm-hmm. So we're kind of using that number just as a placeholder. Usually when we do this with clients, we actually do it based on their actual conversion rate, current conversion rates. Yeah. With that said, the distribution of traffic, right? So there's 5,800 people searching this this specific keyword every single month. Now there's a traffic distribution between the front page of Google, right? There's only 10 positions. And out of those 10 positions, the actual first 45, 50, 60% of the traffic of that 5,800 gets clicked in the first 3 positions, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about SEO only.
Yeah.
So we're talking about these people that are ranking SEO wise.
Then I'm super happy you just brought that up, because I mean, look at everything you have to scroll just to get to the organics. And you know, you got to buy some ads too. And I love ads, don't get me wrong, but me personally, we sell ads and we get people, whether it's organic rankings or ads or in the Google market side. I personally, when I search, I scroll past and I check the organics out, you know, and then based on how it goes for me in the organics, I'll go back and then I'll check out the ads if I don't find the organic what I'm looking for. But what you see right there in the top 4 positions, you have, I mean, 25, 38, 46, the click-through rate. 50% of the traffic is in the top 4 positions, right? Actually, let's jump in this little chart we have here that the click-through rates actually change based on the industries. So when we're saying click-through rate, we're saying from the total search volume, how many people are actually going to click some of these? And the statistics actually gives us some of that information. So these people at Advanced Web Ranking did amazing case study. So we use this chart to kind of estimate what your click-through rates could be if you're ranking. What would we consider this? Would it be sports? I'd go more on the or shopping, sports technology, shopping. Is there anything like a hybrid, right? Yeah, I'd also consider it luxury because it's such a high commodity, you know? Let's do shopping. I think it's because it is kind of e-commerce, right? So look, it's saying that our e-commerce, so if you position 1, you actually get a little bit more, 30%. And position 2 is 12%, and then it kind of trickles down. And here's the page 2, where you're getting 13%. Actually, 13 position even gets a little bit clicks, which is super weird. Position 15 on page 2 gets more than position 1. You see the percentages? So let's update ours a bit. So the first was 30%, right? All right, let's plug in 30%, and then 12.92 position. I just want our numbers to be somewhat. Yeah, let's pretty accurate, right? As possible, so we know exactly. And then, wow, that really dropped to 7%, 7.7. And then we're going into
5.6 on position 4. 5.6, and then position 6, 3.2. Really goes down. Okay, and then position 7, 2.5. 2.5. What we got on 8? 1.9, 1.5, 1.2. So 1.9, 1.5. All right, cool. So I think this is a good little exercise to kind of figure out how the traffic changes based on the position you're ranking for.
Mm-hmm. And going back to that, right? So like what we're seeing here is that revenue projection, right? Like the way that 5,800 users gets distributed across the whole page. If you notice, you know, right now, I mean, everybody's saying like front page of Google is where you need to be at, but it seems based on this, that front page of Google minimum, bare minimum is position 4 or 3 to get some type of traction, get some type of, you know, brag-worthy results. Because if you're hitting $62,000 in revenue on a 2% conversion rate with your smallest size for product being $7,000, you could go to your friends in lunch and brag about that number, right? Doing 9, 12, 15K, I mean, you know, you're still in that hobby section. Once you start hitting those 6 figures every month in revenue, we start running like a really legit e-commerce business where it's not just a side hustle, it's a legitimate company. And
well, I think if you're on page 1 for this, you're on pretty solid footing.
Yeah.
Not only that, but just to bring back what you said, just to hone in on it, this is a monthly revenue projection. So across a year, this could be exponential.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. What is Ahrefs telling us how much this site is actually, how close are our estimates with their estimates? So I guess their homepage is the one ranking for electric surfboards. So let's just take that URL.
And Chris,
look, go ahead. Yeah.
So I was going to say the traffic value. Well, if you want break down how Ahrefs gets that formula for how they value traffic. But it's funny, but because these cost per clicks are so cheap according to the research.
So who knows? Are they converting or not, right? These keywords might not even be converting.
Yeah.
So our revenue estimation is saying they should close around 34 sales a month. Let's say our projections are overly optimistic. You know, maybe hopefully someone from ocean.com is watching and they're like, no, guys, you're so off. So let's say it's 0.5%. So with 0.5%, oh, wait, what happened here? That's not, there you go. So they should, with 0.5%, if they're driving 1,700 visitors, they're still should be getting around 8 sales a month. And even on the bottom page 2, you're still getting a little bit of
you're getting one sale every 3 months.
All right, so let's say we're Dontrell's like buys a electric board. He's like, it's all excited. He's like, Chris, I launched a site. Bernie, you got to check it out. I dabble a little bit SEO. I got to page 2. So let's see what's going on, like how competitive the space is, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going into SERPs. Can you explain how we analyze competitiveness of an industry?
Yeah, for sure. So what we do, like in the formula that really works the best across the board, is going with what works. I mean, figuring out what the people who are killing it and already getting the results you're looking for, what are they doing, right? What does their website have? How is it structured, right? If you see the people on the front page of Google, their homepage is ranking for all those search terms, for the same search term, but then you're on page 2 and maybe your service page or your contact page or your about us page is ranking for that search term, you're never going to be hanging out in page 1 with everybody else because their homepage is what ranks for that specific keyword.
Right.
So essentially,
can you mention a little bit about the DRs and links?
Yeah, that's where I was going to jump into. So essentially what we look for is the overall health of the website. What's the domain authority of the people that are ranking, right? The page that's ranking, what's the authority on that specific page and the overall pages of the website? What's the, what domain URL number, domain rating? What does that look like? How many backlinks, how many referring domains do they have?
Yep.
And then in addition to that, how much content does the website have, right? Does it have a lot of content? Does it not have so much content? What are the headers, right? What are the title tags? How are they written? Are the meta descriptions overly optimized? Are they not? So It's a plethora of things, but it really comes down to just the overarching stuff, which is the backlinks and the domain rating and URL rating.
All right, let's jump in and be a little more. Let's look at some page 2 sites. So let's say lift foils, or oh, look at that, torque jet boards. I like that one. Look, DR5. So they're gone to position 17 just with where they are right now. And look at these folks too with DR13. Because what we're looking at here is just the domain authority of those pages, just to kind of gauge the whole feel of the site itself. Looks like these 2 inner pages that are ranking with lower DRs, I want to say they're actually like some kind of semi-affiliate site. The way we will be able to tell that, oh yeah, this
Or a blog.
affiliate. And look,
you caught them, man. You caught them before you even noticed. Where does it go?
Not really caught them. I mean, good for them. They're just
smart strategy.
But this could essentially just be a blog that they did a guest post on. Or is it all about their company?
No, I don't think it would be a guest post. I think it's probably, I don't think it's their company. Like they're probably selling the boards. Look, these are affiliate links going to the, like Amazon products, I would say. Oh no, these are actually ads. So I'm trying to see where's their jump straight to electric. Why aren't they linking to the boards? It's weird. I'm trying to see where's their links to the boards. Maybe they just didn't include the actual product, or they just driving traffic to it.
Scroll up. I saw a blue button.
Actually, let me do this. Highlight all links on the page. So let's see all external links. Okay. Boom, see Amazon. Wow, they could have done a little bit. Oh, check price on Amazon. So this is
it's an Amazon store strategy. This guy's selling on Amazon and he set up this little SEO page, right?
Yep, exactly.
But all of these aren't from the same company. So essentially he's a reseller, right?
Yeah, so this guy probably has a warehouse full of these different types of like, oh look, but he's not even selling the actual product.
This is affiliate. This is affiliate page. So if you look at his site itself, let's see what kind of other pages he's ranking for. This is a classic affiliate play. So let's see, what do you got here? Look, foam surfboards. He's ranking also for foam surfboards.
Oh, socks. If
I own so look, surfing helmets. This is entire, his whole play is just, and then he's linking out to these products and taking commissions from people clicking on it. But then we have guys like, right here, where's our UJet USA, and he's outranking them, and they're not driving any organic traffic, selling their own product. So, so let's break down the strategy. You think we could figure out what UJet USA should do to kind of get some rankings going?
They gotta definitely do a lot from what it seems like, but they could get there.
Well, let's see. So they have about 89 links. Let's see some of the other homepage ranking sites, what they got, 519 to 86. Their DR is a bit higher than theirs. So 46, and a lot of inner pages also ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, lift foils.
So UJet.
Lift foils should be ranking.
Check me out though. So UJet, there's something interesting here with UJet.
Let's check out their on-site.
Yeah, we got UJet ranking there, but above you got Electric, which I'm guessing it's like an affiliate. It's like a review page, and they're reviewing UJet. The link above is also reviewing UJet. So these people are dying to get to the front page of Google. I'm sure they'd much rather get their own site ranking on page one than those affiliates.
So Joel, you were saying something about their on-site?
Yeah, let's check out their on-site optimization. Maybe they're holding themselves back.
All right, I like that. UJet. Looks like they have a pretty cool product.
Yeah, seems really cool.
So let's see what they're doing. So on-site wise. Oh,
never rank like this.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. So what we got here? Who wants to take the honors here and break this down?
You want to go ahead, Tro?
Of course.
Go on, then, Tro.
Let me just move my Zoom.
Are you shy because we're recording, Tro?
No, of
Yeah,
course not.
this is gonna
So,
blow up. Millions of people are gonna watch it.
so essentially what we're talking about here
I
is
know
the
my
onset,
mom will.
For sure.
the onset optimization, basically how this website is organized and labeled to be found for the correct services. So as you can see, just with the title tag alone, it is optimized with that keyword intent in there, but it looks mostly to
So
be
let's say title tag.
branded. So the UJet USA / jet powered electric surfboard. They're missing a meta description, which me and you guys know what meta descriptions are, but just for the audience out there, that small description before you actually click into a site, just which matches your search intent to make sure that you're going towards the correct page and you're going towards what you're actually looking for, something like that.
So if I go here, let's find UJet. Look, UJet would be right here. Look, this is their meta description. So Google's just pulling whatever.
Just pulling random information to fill it right now.
It's probably the first sentence from page 1.
And then if you hit back to the site, we see that they're missing, well, not missing, but it's their headers aren't keyword enriched as well. Like they're not geared towards search intent. It's branded as well.
This is...
all of these headers are essentially saying the same thing. They're not speaking about. They're literally, what they're doing here is that they want Google to find them for their specific products. Like if you type in UJet USA, UJet Surfer, the UJet Surfer, why UJet?
Well,
that's
there's just a brand optimization.
If they were to rank that for like, you know, eFoil surfboard or electric surfboard dash UJet or UJet Flex or whatever the name of it is, it'd be huge for them in terms of moving up those rankings.
Well, so I think the big red flag right here, what Dontrell is emphasizing is brand term, great, UJet Surfer right here. Leave it as H2 tag, right? But this H1 tag, let's find it on the page. This needs to be their, I think it's right here. This is their H1 tag. This should be Electric Surfer. You can still keep it somewhere here on the page. Oh no, that's but where it says UJet USA, we need that to say Electric Surfer. And that instantly could push them to page 1. We push them page 1, boom, look at that. You get in these, even the bottom numbers, this is immediate sales for UJet. All right, cool. Well, let's go a little deeper. Let's see if they have some other opportunities. I want to see their links. You guys want to look at their offsite SEO?
Yeah,
of course.
All right, DR13. This is great news that they're on page 2 so high with just poor optimization already. That tells me we can definitely push this. Well, if we were to work with them, but or just free tips for UJet team.
Yeah, we're here.
Their heading tag
away.
You know what that makes me think of too, though?
What?
How you were saying like they're 13 and they're page 2 right now. It's early. It's still early in their industry. Jet boards, electric boards, they're not out there yet right now like that. You know what I mean? But essentially, maybe a couple years down the line, it's going to be even hard to get that page 2 for something like this.
Oh, right. 100%. And you're actually onto something. There is kind of like this grandfathered effect for Google too. Whichever sites have ranked on page 1 or any good positions for a longer time, Google knows that. So like they're just kind of putting themselves back. Wow, look at all these keywords there on page 2. So many keywords. I mean, this is a plethora of opportunities. I think if you combine all those numbers together, this revenue projection number probably goes at least like 7. I'd say maybe even 8,000 searches a month, because there's some keywords that we don't recognize either. Yeah. What was their average price for their surfboard, electric board? Damn, 10 grand. Okay. Oh, look, and financing.
Payment plan.
Payment plan, I love it.
Nice, right?
That's a car.
So 10 grand. Okay.
It's a car.
Well, let's check this out. So let's say 10 grand and I mean 0.5%. Okay, is that a reasonable conversion rate?
Yeah. Definitely. Just hone in on it real quick. So just to give you realistic numbers, just for the people out there, for every 200 visitors, we're saying conservatively you'll sell at least one product or make at least one sell.
That's at 2%. So here it would be.
No. So this is every 200, one sell for every 200 visitors. That would be 0.5.
Well,
I think that's reasonable. Every 200, and these are people who are actually motivated to find a board, so they know this is kind of expensive industry. All right, so I guess last thing I just wanted to take a look, maybe since we're breaking down the UJET site, let's see what is going on with their backlinks. So their domain authority is 13. So when we were looking at the whole keyword breakdown itself, so with the domain authority 13, how are we compared? Okay, these guys are ranking here with domain authority of 15, 12, but they're inner pages. And here's one with 23. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit odd that they're ranking with a homepage and these other ones are inner pages.
No, but page one position 2, I mean, Radin and page 1 position 1, Onan, they're both also ranking with homepage.
Yeah.
So.
And see, their DRs are 35, which is normally we build, if we're doing like link building, in a year, you can push up like 10 points, I'd say. So let's see if they have, where's UJET? Okay, UJET had 89 links. And I'm not gonna go in great detail what those links are, but let's say we're like, hey, UJET, we love electric boards, let's roll. You know, maybe we actually send a video. That'd be cool. But
yeah, I'll make sure to get it. UJET, hello.
UJET, hey.
I'm gonna make sure you get this video.
Girls too,
definitely use as an example.
So, but I'd say around 100 or 200 solid links, and maybe not even that many, probably like 100 in the next year, or, you know, so 6 months, depending on how aggressively you want to go after it, you can get in that top 3. Obviously, it takes some investment, but look at these top 3 numbers are pretty significant revenue-wise. And, you know, in some cases, I would say you can't rank for these top keywords if the DRs, if these numbers are like, you know, 90, 100, like Amazon is here too, right? But I think these 35, 40 is pretty tangible. And UJET seems like a solid company with, I mean, they're at 13 right now. You had 20, 30 points in, you know, in next year. That, like, Dontrell, like you were saying, thinking about future, this can be really, this can be big for them. Yeah. So let's see a little bit of what their links look like. Okay, they got already some interesting backlinks. So, you know, we're kind of building on some of their existing success. We'll just see if they're what their anchor texts are. Yeah, see, nicely all branded. Let's check if they have any actually even targeted anchors. Yeah, look, not even Electric Surfboard, not even one spammy back anchor text either. So this is cool. All right, so what's our takeaways? Who wants to get us takeaways on this?
Well, takeaways, I mean, we identified a new industry, as Trell was saying, where a lot of these searches could be like straight up curiosity, but they definitely have high user intent. Whoever searching this is either curious to buy one in the future, has some sort of curiosity, or wants one right away.
Give us some data. Be more specific on the numbers.
In terms of the data, I mean, we noticed that the people really making the most money are on positions 1, 2, and 3, right? Even maybe position 4. Anything other than that, it's, you know, you're on the front page of Google and you're getting some sales, but the reality of it is that where the real money is to be made is in the top positions.
Right. I mean, you can still make a little bit. That's not. It's not.
Yeah. But that's
tangible, right?
For example, like position 10 is 4,800, but that you essentially collect 10 grand on the second month. So you go 1 month with no sales because it's 0.5 sales per month.
You would get 1 sale every 2 months.
Yeah. So you're still not selling consistently at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, that may just be worth it to them, just based on whatever their profit margin is on these surfboards, because they are making them from scratch. I mean, this is their company, so.
Yeah. And my other takeaway on it is, you know, we saw right there that the people ranking on page 1, position 1, and position 2, we notice a similarity with UJET, for example, being the example we're using. Is that they're the only 3 domains in the top 20 positions, or well, in the top 14 positions, that are ranking with the homepage, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else, it's either Amazon, it's either a service page, or it's either a click funnel.
Affiliate.
Click scheme, right? So
we have
filling in that gap,
affiliate, Amazon, affiliate. There's probably another affiliate.
Yeah. So getting that gap filled out or closer, getting their backlink, their DR and their UR closer to what page 1, position 1 and position 2 are doing. I mean, even if it takes, I mean, a company like us, which we're really good, it'll take us about a year and a half to get them up to
maybe less, depends.
Maybe
All
less.
depending on how aggressive they attack it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's the biggest takeaway, that,
yeah,
you know,
I guess I'll
you
just
have the foundation to climb up there, right?
Yeah, I would only add the fact that I guess the total kind of like search volumes itself, like we're seeing like the industry itself altogether, like these very money related keywords,
Mm-hmm.
search volume wise, we were saying the totals were around almost, I mean, I'm going to count like 10% that we don't account for. So like around 10,000 searches altogether. That's like your total addressable market.
Yeah.
So let's say it's around 10,000. We're thinking average products around 8 to 10,000, so which is high conversion rate. And then the difficulty to rank, because that's important, I think it's not that bad. If you're on page 2, you can break into the page 1. Like UJET has a crazy opportunity, especially focusing on what Dentrell was saying. You need to start doing it now, because you know later down the road you're gonna have even more affiliates. And that's the other part. These affiliates, they're pretty strong at SEO and stuff they're doing, and why let them take your money, right? Like
those affiliates are gonna
on page 1.
Those affiliates are gonna expand the notoriety of just this product in general. You know what I mean? Just the electric surfboard.
So let's push those affiliates out. Let's help the brands. It looks like the main brands, we have 2 that are ranking on top, so that's cool. Right here we had them Ocean and Radin. But then rest of the stuff in this industry, at least for this term, bunch of affiliates. Amazon's not ranking in top yet. And and then page 2, bunch of other brands. I think these brands, they need to invest some money to get to the top with
they're literally
and then Radin.
Like all those brands in the bottom are the only difference between them and the people on position 1 and 2 are the other ones are just probably investing a little more, you know, in terms of their
or at all.
I'm actually curious what lift foils are doing, because they should be ranking. Look at that, 54. But hey, that's another. Well, that was a cool industry breakdown, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Good way to end the week.
Stuff. All right, well, let's dive into resting.
Cool. Yeah. Well, hey, first of all,
Ecom Friday.
Great week, guys. Super excited for Monday. This is recording right now. If it's cool with you guys, I'm probably gonna toss it up on YouTube, and then we're also gonna send it over to UJET to see if UJET wants us to like prep an SEO assessment. What's up, UJET?
I mean, UJET. What's up, team? Yeah, we can definitely run a little transactional page analysis and see what are they missing, and what the cost would be.
So, all right, so I'll make sure they get that, and I'll make sure this is all uploaded on our YouTube channel.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. Cool, guys.
Great, guys.
Ecom Fridays.
Have a good weekend. Bye.